Once again, good day and welcome sa ating second lesson ngayong second quarter. So last time ang pinag-aralan natin is all about variations. Pag sinabing variations, ito yung pagbabago. So last time ang pinag-aralan natin ay dalawa, direct variation and inverse variation. From the word itself, direct, direktang pagbabago. Ibig sabihin, kung ang isa ay tumaas, kagaya din nga, yung isa din ay tataas. Kung ang isa ay bumaba, yung isa din ay bababa. If one increases, the other increases. If one decreases, the other also decreases. Yun yung direct variation. Ano yung mga halimbawa nun? Kapag mas madalas ang konsumo mo ng kuryente, edi mas mataas ang iyong electric bill. Halimbawa naman, syempre, kapag mas mababa ang konsumo mo ng kuryente, edi mas mababa ang babayaran mo sa bill. So, yun yung direct variation. Ano naman yung inverse variation? From the word itself, inverse, magkabaliktad. Yung isa ay tumataas, yung isa ay bumababa. O kaya, yung isa ay pababa, yung isa naman ay tumataas. Inverse variation. No? So, ano yung halimbawa? Halimbawa, may isang proyekto, no? So, habang mas madami ang tao na gumagawa nun, mas mababa ang oras ng paggawa. Ibig sabihin, no? Habang mas madami ang gumagawa ng isang bagay, mas mababa ang oras ng paggawa. Sabi nga nila, di ba? 2 heads is better than 1. Syempre, 2 hands is better than 1. No? So, mas maraming kamay ang gumagawa, mas napapaiksi ang oras. Yun naman yung inverse, no? The one increases, the other decreases. So, another variation type is all about joint variations. No? So, pag-aaralan natin ngayon is all about joint variations. So, y varies jointly to x and z. Pag narinig nyo yung term na jointly, ibig sabihin, ang pinag-aaralan natin ay joint variation. No? Y varies jointly to x and z if there exists a non-zero constant k such that we need to represent this as y is equal to kxz, no? Y is equal to kxz. Ibig sabihin, jointly, no? Jointly sino? Si x at z, no? Magkatabi si x at z at naka-multiply sila kay k, no? So to represent joint variation, yung first variable, no? Yung first quantity ay nasa left side. Nasa left side siya. And then, yung second and third quantity ay nasa right side, multiplied kay k. So, to represent a joint variation, ganito ang magiging itsura niya. No? Y is equal to kxz. While k is called the constant of variation. No? Laging tatandaan, ang k ay constant of variation. So, paano kapag ang tinatanong ay k? Ganyan yung given. Paano natin masosolve si k? Simply gamitin natin yan. No? So that is y is equal to kxz. And then, sa tingin ninyo, paano may iwan na mag-isa si k? Divide both sides by x and z. Tama? So therefore, makakancel natin yung xz. Ano na lang natira? Di k na lang. Huh? So that is k is equal to y over xz. No? So, that's how to solve for the constant of variation. So, to represent an equation na ituro ko na kanina, to represent an equation in joint variation, the first quantity will be written in the left side. Yung unang babanggitin, no? Yung unang babanggitin na quantity ay ilalagay sa left side ng equal sign, while the second and third quantity will be multiplied to k on the right side. Yung second at third quantity ay nasa right side at multiplied sila kay k. Okay? So, halimbawa, A varies jointly to B and C. Sino yung unang binanggit? Si A. Edi siya yung nasa left side. And then, yung B and C, katabi ni K sa right side. Okay? How about S varies jointly to T and U? Sino yung unang binanggit? Si S. E di siya yung first quantity, siya yung nasa left side. Yung T and U katabi ni K. Okay? Next one. H varies jointly to P and Q. Sino yung unang binanggit? Si H. E di siya yung nasa left side. No? H is equal to K, P, Q. Okay? So, this is how to represent an equation in joint variation. So, let's try this in example. Ayan, no? Meron tayong situation. So, last time, nung pinag-aaralan natin ay direct at inverse, ano yung binibigay? Table, no? Table. So, kung table lang, madali lang yun isolve. Tama? E, paano kapag ganito? Walang binigay na table, pero merong binigay na situation, no? So, basahin muna natin. Suppose that y varies jointly to x and z. Sino yung nagjo-joint kay x and z? Si y. And then, ito yung sinasabi ko na situation. And y is equal to 32 when x is equal to 8 and z is equal to 2. Yan yung situation. Gagamitin natin yan mamaya, no? So, first thing to find is the representation of the equation. The representation of the equation. Represent muna natin. Balikan natin yung term. Y varies jointly to x and z. Sino yung unang binanggit? Si y. Siya yung nasa left side, no? So, that is y is equal to kxz. So, yan yung representation natin ng equation. Next thing to do, constant of variation. Ano yung constant ng variation natin? Yan yung k, no? So, to solve for k, dyan na natin gagamitin yung situation, no? Y is equal to 32, x is 8, and z is 2. Para lang to ma-solve yung ating k, no? So, to solve for k, we need to substitute it to our representation, no? Gamitin natin yung representation na y is equal to kx, z. And then, substitute lang natin. No? Ano yung y? 32. Ano yung x? 8. No? So, multiply yan. And ano yung z? 2. No? So, we have 32 is equal to k times 8 times 2. No? Simplify natin yan. 8 times 2. 16. So, we have 32 is equal to 16k. Now, to solve for k, we need to divide both sides by 16. No? So, to solve for k, we need to divide both sides by 16. Cancel 16. Cancel 16. Anong natira? K. No? And then, 32 divided by 16. Ilang 16 meron sa 32? Dalawa. Therefore, ang k natin ay 2. Ano yung k natin? 2. Yan yung isa-substitute natin sa ating equation. So, galing sa representation, dito yan galing, no? Y is equal to kxz, magiging y is equal to 2xz. Bakit naging 2? Eh, kasi yun yung k, no? Yan yung gagamitin natin para isolve yung ating mga susunod na katanungan. So, tandaan lang yan, no? Y is equal to 2xz. So, ano yung mga susunod na katanungan natin? Find y when x is equal to 15 and z is equal to 6. Sino yung hinahanap? Si y. Next. Find x when y is equal to 16 and z is equal to 2. Sino yung hinahanap? Si x. Hinahanap si x. Next. Find z when y is equal to 60 and x is equal to 6. No? So, yan yung mga tanong na kailangan nating isolve using our equation. Ano yung equation natin? Y is equal to 2xz. No? Unahin natin yung letter D. Ano yung hinahanap? Y. Ano yung given? X and z. So, gamit yung ating equation kanina, substitute mo lang yung x and z. Ano yung x? Ayun o, naka-highlight na red. 15. So, substitute mo lang yan. Times 15. And then, ano yung katabi ng x? Yung z. Ayun o, xz. So, ano yung z natin? 6. Therefore, we need to multiply it by 6. So we have y is equal to 2 times 15 times 6. Y is equal to 2 times 15 times 6. Isa-isayin lang natin muna ng pag-solve. 2 times 15, ilan? 30. Times 6, edi 180. So, y is equal to 180. Na-solve na ba natin yung D? Yes, okay? How about letter E? Ito yung condition when y is equal to 16 and z is equal to 2, find x. Sinong hinahanap natin? Si x, no? Hinahanap natin si x. So, to solve for x, using our equation, y is equal to 2xz, substitute mo lang yung given. Ano yung given? Y is equal to 16. Z is equal to 2. Substitute mo lang yan dyan, no? So, ano yung nasa left side? Yung y. Ano yung y natin? 16. And then, ano yung nasa right side? Yung z. Ano yung given sa z? 2, no? So, we have 16 is equal to 2x times 2. 2x times 2. Hindi yan 2 times 2, 2x times 2. Now, 2x times 2, ilan? The 4x, no? So, 16 is equal to 4x. Now, to solve for x, kailangan mag-isa lang yung x. No, kailangan mag-isa lang yung x. Paano natin magiging mag-isa yung x? Divide both sides by 4, by the numerical coefficient 4. Kasi ano ba yung katabi ng x? 4. Kaya para ma-cancel natin yung 4, we need to divide it by 4, no? So, we have 16 over 4 is equal to 4x over 4. And then, cancel yung 4. Cancel yung 4. Anong natira? X na lang yan. Now, 16 divided by 4. Nandito tayo, 16 divided by 4, ilan? Ilang 4 meron sa 16? 4 din, no? So, our x is equal to 4 if y is equal to 16 and z is equal to 2. Next tayo. Find z when y is equal to 60 and x is equal to 6. No? So, sinong hinahanap natin? Si z. So, apply natin sa ating equation, substitute mo lang. No? Ano yung y mo? 60. No? Tandaan lang yan, naka-highlight na green. Ang y natin ay 60. And then, is equal to 2 times, ano yung x? 6, no? So, that is 2 times 6 times z. And then, we have 60 is equal to 2 times 6 times z. And then, simplify natin. 2 times 6, that is 12, no? So, we have 60 is equal to 12z. 60 is equal to 12z. So, to solve for z, we need to divide both sides by 12 para ma-cancel yung numerical coefficient na 12, no? Cancel natin yung 12. Cancel yung 12. Anong natira? Z. Okay? Now, 60 divided by 12. 60 divided by 12. Ilang 12 meron sa 60? 5. Therefore, z is equal to 5. No? So, that's how to solve for the joint variation. Isa pang example. Suppose that j varies jointly to h and b. Ano yung binigay? J varies jointly to h and b. At ano yung situation natin? And j is equal to 36 when h is equal to 3 and b is equal to 3. Find the representation of the equation. First thing to do, represent muna natin. J varies jointly to h and b. J varies jointly to h and b. Sino yung unang binanggit? Si J. E di siya yung nasa left side, no? J is equal to KHB. And then, constant of variation. Constant of variation, gamitin na natin yung situation, no? J is equal to 36 when H is equal to 3 and B is equal to 3. Na-move lang yan, no? So, gamit yan, substitute natin sa ating equation, no? J is equal to KHB. Para ma-solve natin yung K, gamitin natin yung mga values na yan. Substitute lang natin. Ano yung J? 36. Ano yung H? 3. Ano yung B? 3. So, we have 36 is equal to K times 3 times 3. Simplify natin yung nasa right side. K times 3, 3K. Plus 3, times 3, 9K, no? O kaya, 3 times 3, 9. Times K, edi 9K, no? So, we have 36 is equal to 9K. Now, 36 is equal to 9K. How to solve for K? Divide both sides by 9. No? Para ma-cancel natin yung numerical coefficient ng K na 9, we need to divide both sides by 9. So, cancel lang yan. Cancel 9. Cancel 9. Anong natira? K. Okay? Now, 36 divided by 9. 36 divided by 9. Ilang 9 meron sa 36? 4. So, we have K is equal to 4. No? Ano yung K natin? 4. Substitute mo lang yan sa ating representation para makuha natin ang ating equation. So, galing sa J is equal to KHB, palitan mo yung K ng 4, kaya yan ay J is equal to 4HB. Yan yung equation natin, yan yung gagamitin natin para isolve yung mga susunod na katanungan. Pakitandaan lang yan, no? J is equal to 4HB. Ano yung mga susunod na katanungan? Find J when H is 3 and B is 5. Next. Find H when J is 72 and B is 3. And find B when J is 180 and H is equal to 5. So, yan yung mga situations na kailangan nating isolve. Using our equation. Ano ulit yung equation? J is equal to 4HB. J is equal to 4HB. So, solve natin yung una. J is equal to 4HB. Ano yung binigay or ano yung hinahanap natin? Ang hinahanap natin ay yung J, no? Ang hinahanap natin ay J. Find J when H is 3 and B is 5. Substitute mo lang yung mga binigay na given. J is equal to 4. Ano yung H? Times 3, no? Ano yung B? Times 5. So, to solve for J, we need to multiply 4 times 3 times 5. 4 times 3, that is 12. Times 5, that is 60. So, our J is equal to 60, no? When H is 3 and B is equal to 5. Next. Find H when J is 72 and B is equal to 3. Ano yung hinahanap? Yung H. Ano yung given? J at B. So, using our equation, substitute mo lang yan sa mga respective places. Ano yung J? 72. Ano yung H? Ay, ano yung B? 3, no? So, we have 72 is equal to 4H times 3. Simplify mo yung nasa right side. 4H times 3. 12H, no? So, that is 72 is equal to 12H. 72 is equal to 12H. Now, how to solve for H? Divide both sides by the numerical coefficient 12. Bakit 12? Kasi 12 yung numerical ng H, no? Cancel mo lang yung 12. Cancel mo yung 12. Ano yung natira? H, no? So, H is equal to blank. Now, 72 divided by 12, ilang 12 meron sa 72? Ilang 12 meron sa 72? 6. Therefore, H is equal to 6, no? H is equal to 6. Next, find B when J is 180 and H is 5, no? Ano yung hinahanap natin? B. Find B. Ano yung binigay na situation? When J is 180 and H is equal to 5. So, solve natin yun. Ano yung hinahanap ulit? Yung B. So, ang matitira dyan ay yung B. Now, J is equal to ilan? 180. Ayan yung H. 5, no? So, we have 180 is equal to 4 times 5 times B. Simplify natin yung nasa right side. 4 times 5, 20. Times B, 20B. Okay? So, we have 180 is equal to 20B. Now, how to solve for B? Divide both sides by 20. So, we have 180 divided by 20 is equal to 20B over 20. Bakit natin siya dinivide both sides by 20? Kasi para ma-cancel yung 20 na katabi ng B, no? So, cancel natin yung 20. Cancel natin yung 20. Anong natira? B. Okay? And then, yung natitira na lang, 180 divided by 20. Ilang 20 meron sa 180? Ilan? 9. Therefore, B is equal to 9 when J is equal to 180 and H is equal to 5. So, that's how to solve for joint variation. So, tatandaan nyo lang, no? Joint variation, para lang siyang direct variation. Pero ang pinagkaiba, no? Tatlo silang quantity, no? At magkatabi yung dalawang, yung second and third quantity. So, magkatabi yun. So, that's how to solve for joint variation. So, kaunting paalala lang, you are a limited edition, so price accordingly. Alamin mo ang tunay mong halaga at pahalagahan mo ang iyong sarili. So, that's all for today. I hope you learned a lot. Goodbye!